Hi guys, Paige here with Chasing Family. Today I'm going to share with you 2 simple steps to help your child go from overly emotional, irrational, kind of crazy, to rational, calm, and logical. Okay, as you guys know, I love books, and I also love studying the brain. And so when this book came out, that is The Science of the Brain with Parenting Tips, you knew I love it, and it really is wonderful. And so the tips today I am getting from this book, The Whole Brain Child, and I'm so excited to share it with you because it's pretty simple, but it really is powerful. And it even says in here that it won't fix all the problems, but it really does work a lot of the time. So the simple step is, when your child is overly emotional, they are in the right side of their brain. Now, children 3 and under live predominantly in the right side of their brain, and they don't even have the brain power or ability to work back and forth between the right side and left side. They just predominantly live in the right side, which is where I think terrible twos comes from. And I will do a video later on about terrible twos and one tip that I do prior to this awesome book and these great tips. So make sure to look for that if you have kids 2 and under, or even toddler years and sometimes kids. So check for that video. But until then, this tip really does work for toddlers, kids, teenagers, and even adults, because let's face it, all of us sometimes get stuck in our kind of overly emotional, really sad, irrational stage. And how to help someone to get from that, whether a teen or a toddler or an adult, are the same steps. And the first step is to connect with their emotions. Now this is really big. This does not mean like fake sympathy or empathy, just, oh, that's too bad. It means really connecting with that emotion. And how you connect with that emotion is to really feel those feelings with your child and allow your child to feel those feelings. So often when someone's kind of in that irrational state, we want to stop those feelings, but we're really not supposed to necessarily stop those feelings. Now, if they're acting and behaving in an unhealthy way, like hitting, biting, or doing something, you obviously want to stop the behavior. But allowing your child to feel their feelings and notice that they are just feelings and allow them to pass is such an amazing and important skill that our children can learn, and something that we should do as adults. And so all you have to do, I like it in the book, they call it ride the emotional wave. Now, a lot of times storytelling can be really helpful with this because it can help connect with that. One time my daughter was having a really hard time with something that happened, and I shared with her an experience that was similar that showed her I knew how she could feel and that I really did sympathize with her feelings. Now, they have shown when we connect with the feelings, whether through storytelling, just allowing them to feel those feelings, it helps those emotions and the intensity in the right side of the brain to relax, to let go of those feelings. So that's all you have to do in step number 1, is really be honestly sympathetic and that their feelings and emotions matter to you. That's all you have to do. And then you can move on to step number 2, which is to start to bring in the left side of the brain. Now, what is great about this is they have proven that when you parent this way, by really connecting with those emotions and then starting to bring the left side of the brain, you are changing the function of their brain. It helps you rewire their brain to help the logic come in. Amazing! You are giving them a skill that will help them in hard situations in the future. With difficult things that come up, you will help them to know how to deal with something where they might actually normally get trapped in their emotional chaos. So this is a really great tip. Who doesn't want their child to be able to deal with difficult situations? So again, you just want to bring in the logic and bring in the left side after you've connected with the right. And how they recommend bringing in the logic is, one, sometimes the situation needs to be put into perspective. This often happens with teenagers, right? Like when they feel like their life is completely over, or something has happened with school, something has happened with friends, that really in their mind, their life is over. There is no going back. It's just done. They're done, right? They are in the right side of their brain, but you can't really put it in perspective for them until you've connected with those feelings. So after you've connected with their feelings, you can help put the situation into perspective. Now that might be one of the ways. Now maybe bringing in logic is to problem solve that it won't happen next time. Maybe it's a little child that is honestly really devastated that they didn't get to push the elevator button. Now to us that seems illogical and unreasonable, but if we connect with that and help them strategize, okay, what can we do next time to make sure that you get to do the button? Okay, we'll make sure that it's your next turn to touch the button and everyone can agree. So you can either bring the situation into perspective, problem solve or strategize for next time, or help them to see it in a new light. Simply doing that brings in that logic and helps give your child that experience and that brain power. How amazing that those little steps have scientifically proven to help shape our child's brain and to help them learn how to deal with situations. So I hope this tip will help you guys as much as it has us. We love this tip. It works so often and makes such a difference and really helps your child feel validated and cared for and show that their emotions do matter, but that they are not their emotions and they are not controlled by their emotions or their feelings, which is especially great teenage years and the hormonal years. We're kind of in the right side of the brain. So helping them learn this is such a great skill. I hope that you guys will like it, and I hope this tip helps you. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being a part of Chasing Family. Bye guys!